Oops. Oops. There we go. Are you kidding me? The stream reset again? I don't know why that is happening. But at least it happened while I was gone. Thanks, Skull. At least it happened during a break. So I guess that was, if it had to happen, I guess that was a good time for it to happen. But still, I don't get why it's happening. Is it still that solar flare? Because I never seem to lose internet connection. It's just suddenly it's not streaming anymore, and then the stream starts up again. And they end up becoming two different chunks on Twitch. Alright, I'm sneaking into Zundu territory. Or steal Zundu offerings from Oak Vundu. Oh! So we're stealing back stuff that belonged to Zundu. Alright, let's teleport back to Oksundu. Also, you know what? While we're here, we could continue the Vundu tribe quests. I mean, Gundu tribe quests. One of the three. Gundu tribes quests. Vanu tribe quests, that's what I should say, as a general statement. Vanu tribe quests. Netherling brings supplies on Zephyr winds. Is weight of 3 too much to bear? Nope. I got it. Oh, Netherling carries salvation to tribe of Zundu. Tribe forever in Netherling's debt. For many moons. Zundu tribe gives offerings to Vundu. Guarantees safety of tribe from violent storm of aggression. But tribe of Vundu fickle like summer breeze, attacks innocent Zundu tribe as mood dictates. Since offerings mean little to Vundu, Hinu Valley decides to take back offerings. Yeah! With Netherling's help, stores of Oak Zundu are restored, just as bountiful harvest after lush rains. Glad to help. Netherling, if stomach growls like looming store cloud, just tell Hinu Valley, Oak Zundu home to countless tasty bugs. And Hinu Valley, great cook. Yay, bugs. What's up, Lena Valley? How you doing? Mister, many from Oak Zundu come to share in Ranu Valley and Inu Vanu's wisdom. Like trees in grove, our roots become more intertwined each passing day. Ranu shares the secrets of Gundu botany, and Inu spends long hours exchanging advice with Zundu cloudfishers. Linu swells with pride at success of village, but shame still nags at her like single midge buzzing in ear. If she cannot perform sundrop dance in heat of battle, then she is no more use to the village than newborn hatchling. But now is not the time for self-pity. Ranu Vali's friend from Oak Zundu tells intriguing story around cooking fires. You love the Vanu Vanu? Most of their conflicts are just resolved through a dance-off. I know, we need to resolve conflicts that way. We just need to do a dance-off. Ranu Vali's friend from Oak Zundu tells intriguing story around cooking fires. While delivering tribute to Vundu, Ranu's friend notices group mercilessly beating Vanu using Gundu colors. Wearing Gundu colors. Another Gundu approaches the group shouting, "No more violence!" But the Vundu mock his pleas and chase him from the village. Linuvali has an old friend, Ginuvanu, who says same thing ever since nestling days. Mister, we must help him before he faces punishment for his words. Mister does not fear violent Vundu youths. Please, come to Vundu Okbendu with Linuvali. With Mister's help, we bring friend back safely to Okgundunaki. Ooh, what a sky. Another player. We're getting there. I don't know how... Oh, she must have a Sanawa. That must be how she gets here. Linu sees no Vundu patrolling area, but we must act quickly. Like storm during monsoon season, they are never far away. Here, take bones of Sanawa, mister. Linu carves mark only her and Ginuvanu recognize. When Ginu sees Mark, he knows that Linu comes to rescue him. Place bones throughout Vundu Okbendu and trail leading to hiding spot, and he follows. I didn't even ever think of what a Sanawa skeleton looks like. Ginuvanu spends many moons under brutal rule of Vundu, and he may fear consequences of being captured. But when Linuvali tells him of Okgundunaki, the promise of a new home gives him courage to come with us. Mister, place bones around Vundu Okbendu and guide Ginuvanu back to us. Linuvali keeps watch for any Vundu patrols. Okay. I'll see if I can get your boy out of here. The bones, the bleached bones. Across the space of this massive femur, salvaged from the corpse of an unidentifiable creature has been carved an intricate whirling pattern that represents the everlasting bonds of friendship between Linuvali and Ginuvanu. Wait, but what do you mean? Is she wrong about them being Sanawa bones? Like, Sanawa don't have any legs. Is there like such a thing as a vestigial femur? I feel like it'd be really small. See, here's some of those Gundus that have become the Vundu's lackeys. Pretty sure this is where Amanolin got kidnapped that one time. The bones guide Ginu Vanu to us, and now we wait. Gundu rebels, surrender or else! Ha ha ha! As ever, Linu scares easily as nestling lost in dark. When Ginu sees marks on bones, he knows his friend has come. Aww. Yay, reunion. Ginu, to meet again brings Linu great joy. He looks healthy as crops after nourishing spring rain. Linu flees along with other Gundu, and this netherling rescues us from capture. Thanks to his help, tribe receives gift from Zundu, a new island to call home. Ginu Vanu, return with us to Ok Gundu Naki and share knowledge of Gundu carpentry to make our modest village grand. Do not fear, Mr. guides us back safely. If Ginu says no, he is more foolish than Vanu who plants seeds during drought. No matter how modest village is, it is surely preferable to suffering longer under Vundu abuse. Uh-oh. A Vundu patrol! Quickly, hide before they pluck our feathers and throw us in sky cages. Wait! Linu practices Sundrop dance day and night, and now time comes to prove herself. But the Vundu look fierce, and Linu cannot hope to strike fear into their hearts without inspiration. Mister, show Linu the dance of your tribe. Alright, this is the white boy dance of my here people. Okay. Rouse Linu's strength with your mighty dance, and she will send the Vundu fleeing! Quickly! Alright. See how much my white boy dance can inspire her. Okay. Dance. You got it? You got it? How's this going for you? Linu feels the warrior spirit within her, coursing through her entire body. Now, mister, witness the awesome power of Linu Vali's dance! We've been spotted! Come on! Yes, let's go. Yes, dance. Get him. Yeah! Let's go, girl! Woo! You show them. Oh, they're getting scared. They're running away. You did it! I'm so proud of you. You did it! Ha ha! They run like cowardly corgans. Mister's dance reawakens Linu Vali's ferocity and brings forth true might of her Sundrop dance. Come, let us return to Oksundu and speak with Sonu Vanu before patrol returns. I'm so proud of you. This is where you Moogles are. You think we can find your friend over here? This keeps getting worse and worse. I hope he's okay, Kupo. Look, there's a whole flock of those birds here. If indeed our companion was kidnapped, he's like to be around here. Let's split up and look for him, Kupo. Alright. See if we can find your friend. Maybe in one of these little nests. Oh, there you are! There you are! You're in a nest! Motioning Moogle. I am the egg. Oh, I could see how you could be mistaken for an egg. B, the egg. Kupopo, eggs don't get eaten. No, they don't. B, the egg. Oh no, I've been found out, Kupopo. Don't eat me. I'm so stringy, skin and bones. Oh, you're not one of those nasty birds? Thank heavens. I thought I was done for. Good thing I wasn't. Moogles are notoriously lacking in flavor, Kupo. You mean the others have come looking for me? I knew they wouldn't leave me here, Kupo. I'll return to them at once. Yay, we found them! Finally. We can finally get this Moogle reunion show on the road. But I should turn in these quests. That was too close. I'll never eat another egg again, Kupo. You found him. I would have never thought to pretend to be an egg. In fact, chances are I'd end up eating it, Kupo. So yes, Moogles are in fact omnivorous. Everyone's together at last, Kupo. We can finally make our way to Mogholm. I've grown quite tired of all these flying monstrosities, Kupo. Now that everyone's here, we can finally go to Mogholm, Kupo. Oh, meeting new Moogles always makes me so nervous. Apologies for causing you so much trouble, adventurer. But now, thanks to you, we can continue on our way to Mogholm, Kupo. This time, thanks to our trusty adventurer, we won't get lost on the way to Mogholm. Worry not, for I've memorized your directions. Let us away, Kupo. All right. Let's cross our fingers that the Moogles actually made their way to Mogholm this time. Let's turn in some quests. Chief Sonu, today Linu Vali brings before you Ginu Vanu, greatest builder of the Gundu tribe, and a dear friend. Ah! Many Vanu tell stories of great Gundu architecture, and today a renowned builder stands before us. Sonu has much interest in hearing Ginu Vanu's wisdom. Sonu apologizes for his interruption. Forgive me, Chief Sonu. There is no need for apologies. Like the most precious of crystals, Gundu culture possesses many facets. All Zundu have much to look forward to as our tribes grow closer. Many Vanu admire the techniques of Gundu crafters. With time, Okundu Naki may become a village to rival the greatest in Vanu history. Well, that's the plan. Alright, let's see what you do with the place. Okundu Naki is alive with the sound of celebration, and Linu Vali finally dances. Like skies on clear summer days, she is free from worry. Occasion calls for a hearty feast. Linuvali eats until stomach can hold no more, and then practices dance until sun itself smiles in approval. Alas, Okundu Naki still lacks a leader, a strong chief. I mean, you're doing a pretty good job, I think. Brother is yet trapped in Sky Cage, hanging somewhere in vast cloud sea. Although Brother's whereabouts remain a mystery, Linuvali swears to find him one day. Mister, when that day comes, the Gundu may call on your aid once more. Yep, no prob. Yay! Ginu Vanu has started construction on the chief's roost. All right. Get a little more homely. Homey. Yeah, I'm friendly with the Gundu. And the Gettings Gundu. Yeah, we got a little umbrella now. Now let's go to Camp Cloud Top, turn in these quests, and then let's go meet the Moogles. Oops. Here, I got the poop. Ah, say no more. You've collected the black loam, yes? I fear we can't expect a good harvest without it. Oh my, it's been a while since we've had such rich loam. Splendid work, mister. I knew I could count on you. The Ysents are quite dangerous, to be sure, but I cannot deny the benefits of their, contributions to nature. Which reminds me, you may want to wash up before you do any more adventuring. Yep, I'm gonna do wash my hands. While not the glamorous life one expects of knighthood, it is an enjoyable one. I dare say there's something almost therapeutic about tending to these crops. Perhaps I should consider becoming a botanist. Well, Basil over there would be the one to talk to. We're gonna check in with Laniat. Our girl. You've returned safely, thank goodness. Did you find my men? Were they unharmed? Sky looks beautiful, laying on your hair tonight, Laniat. Oh, thank goodness. That the Vanu would take refuge there is strange indeed. It was once home to the Gundu tribe. They were a peace-loving people, and for a time we maintained favorable relations. Hey, I know them. I'm friends with their remnants. That is until the Vundu attacked. Now the Gundu are under the heel of their rule. But let us not dwell on sorrowful memories of yesterday. Today you have saved my men, and for that you have my thanks. Well, Laniat, maybe I should let you know, we're trying to bring the Gundu back. Alright, time to go back to the Churning Mists. Do, 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 do. Oh, they're up above? There you are. Hey, Moogle, they should be coming now. adventurer! Welcome back, Kupo! Were you able to find the 12's Wood Moogles? Yay! There they are! They made it! It's wonderful to meet you! My name's Kooply Cookie. There are so many islands above the sky, it took us forever to find the right one, Kupo. I'm just glad everyone was able to get here safe, Kupo. The name's Moogle. Welcome to Moghome. Moogle? What a strange name. And you say Kupo, not Kupo, Kupo. Oh, I almost forgot. We brought gifts for you to solidify our certain friendship. They're quite the delicacy, Kupo. Oh, you didn't need to bring a Oh, these are Kupo nuts. You've seen these nuts before? They're only found amongst the thick wooden boughs of the Black Shroud, Kupo. There's nothing more tasty in all of Eorzea. Well, you might want to take a look around because you're literally surrounded by Kupo nut bushes right now. They're so firm, Kupopo. But look, there's one hanging from that branch there. The Moogles of Moghome work diligently to keep our nuts safe. I shudder to imagine what we would do without them. How curious! Could these be the self-same nuts found in the Black Shroud, Kupo? Let's see here. Amazing! To think our Kupo nuts would be alike as peas in a pod. Well, this visit is proving to be more interesting than I could have imagined. But there's still much to learn. Let's go visit Chieftain Moglin, Kupo. All right. Let's go see Moglin. Moogles of the Twelveswood, welcome to Moghome. Although your journey has surely been long and tiring, I would like to solidify our friendship by telling you the story passed down through generations in Moghome. Listen well, for we may find that which binds us together, Kupo. Long, long ago, a great continent floated above the clouds, and we Moogles all lived together in happy harmony. But one day, all creation was consumed by a raging tempest that spanned the whole of the heavens, and the once great continent was smashed into countless smaller ones. The islands were too small for the Moogles to continue living together as one, and to ensure the happiness of their brethren, a band of brave explorers set off on a journey to a new land and a new home. Or so the story goes, Kupo. Amazing, Kupo! The Twelveswood Moogles have a similar story. Oh, how does it go again? The one with Good King Moggle. Once upon a time, our ancestors lived among the heavens in harmony. Until one day, the gods up high began their petty squabbles, throwing a once peaceful land into a tumult of chaos, Kupo. And thus did the last king of Moogle kind, good King Moggle XII, may his memory live on for eternity, lower down a rope so long it could reach the surface, guiding his troubled subjects to a new home. But he, in all his benevolence, remained behind to ensure the rope stayed strong for any Moogles. For any stray Moogles. There's not so much different between the stories of Moghome and the Twelveswood after all. Both tell of Moogles coming down from the clouds to the surface. They must be talking about the same thing, Kupo. And as you can see, there are physical differences between the Black Shroud Moogles and the Churning Mists Moogles too. So you can tell they kind of diverged a bit. So there's two 12's wood Moogles in this picture, and then there's one Churning Mist Moogle to the left. So the Black Shroud Moogles are white with a red palm, and the Churning Mist Moogles are kind of off-white beige with a pink palm. So if you wanted to tell them apart, there you go. There's also, their wings are different colors too. The 12's wood Moogle wings are more purple, and the Churning Mist Moogle wings are more reddish. So there you go, there's the difference. And of course their names are very different too. There's not so much different between the stories of Mogholm and the 12's Wood after all. Both tell of Moogles coming down from the clouds into the surface. They must be talking about the same thing, Kupo. Maybe the Moogles of the past brought Kupo nuts with them? That's why the Kupo trees are exactly the same. So that means once, long ago, our ancestors lived happily together, Kupo. To think, we all come from the same ancestors, Kupo. Adventurer, thank you for guiding our 12's Wood friends here. Today will forever live on as a momentous day in Moogle history. Well, I suppose now is a good time. Now it's time to get our friends acquainted with their home away from home. Mogholm, Kupo. There's so much to see and so much to talk about. I can hardly wait. So the Moogles have reunited. Okay, so lore time. Are you guys ready for lore? So what Moglin here described about the Mogholm legend of how the Moogles came to be, he mentioned there was once a great continent floating above the clouds, and then there was a disaster where there was a big tempest, like wind, like covered everything and like broke the continent apart. So what that sounds like to me is the calamity of wind, which is the first ever calamity. So this is thousands and thousands of years ago. It could be like almost encroaching upon 10,000 years ago. And then yeah, something interesting about the calamity of wind is that historians didn't know what the first calamity was until the sixth umbral calamity happened, the one that was before Bahamut. So it was not until the advent of the sixth umbral era that, by the process of elimination, scholars were able to declare with certainty that the elemental calamity which ushered in the first umbral era was indeed connected in some way with wind, possibly in the form of terrible hurricanes, tempests, or tornadoes. Recent dealings with the Moogles of Mogholm, in which the village elders have spoken of a wind-driven disaster previous to the first 5 calamities, serve to further reinforce this theory. So the Moogles are the only beings with actual, like, historical record or memory of the first umbral calamity. Although I'm sure Midgardstormer remembers it, so we could ask him, I guess, but still. So perhaps at one time, the islands that make up the Churning Mists, and maybe even the Sea of Clouds, although this is speculation more than anything completely certain. But I'd say there's a good chance that these islands, and possibly, like, the islands that make up the sea in the Sea of Clouds too, used to be part of one giant floating continent, which is a Final Fantasy reference, because in Final Fantasy III there's a floating continent, which is where you start. And that the continent may have been broken up by the fierce winds and storms of the first calamity. So there you go. That's about all the information we have about the existence of this ancient continent. Wait a second! Bro. The floating continent in Endwalker. I'm not gonna spoil. But now that I think about it, that could be connected to the continent that was floating and broke up into bits. Holy shit, I just realized that. Yo! I gotta talk about this on the FC thing later. I wonder if this means that there were floating continents of different kinds on the other shards too. Whoa. Anyway, let's check with these the contingent from Ishgard, the Temple Knights Scouting Party Dragoon. We are honored to have you with us, Mr. Fellow Dragoon. We're dragooning. Me with these Elysian women, we're dragooning. We're gonna dragoon so hard they don't know nothing. Okay. Nain, how are you doing? So this is the Churning Mists. This is the first time I've set foot in the Horde's stronghold. For the safety of the Holy See, we must needs ascertain the movements of the Horde, now that Nidhogg no longer guides them. Nonetheless, this place fills me with a sense of unease. It's as if someone, or something, is watching us. Ah! 'Tis best not to pay nervous fancies any mind. Mister, we shall begin our mission shortly. May it end without incident. To think the Churning Mists held such breathtaking architecture. But time and neglect have taken their toll. Yep, they were all built by filthy heretics. No, just kidding. I felt ill at ease since our arrival, as if something has been watching us. 'Twould be best for us to remain here in case any dragons should lie in ambush, lest we alert them to our suspicions. Mister, pray investigate the area for any signs of dragons lurking in the shadows. Would be a terrible start to walk right into an ambush on our first foray. Pray investigate the area before we venture any further. Ooh, I feel like a real dragoon. I'm like participating in an actual mission of the Knight's Dragoon. Exciting. I'm a real dragoon now. Die, mortal. This, I believe, is one of the types that heretics can turn into when they drink dragon blood. Or I guess that I shouldn't say heretics anymore, that Ishgardians can turn into when they drink dragon blood. Hello? Is there... Where else is there... mischief? Aha! Die, mortal! One more. I gotta really look in the nook and crannies. There we go. As I thought, the dragons tried to take us unawares. We used the cover of the clouds to escape the Horde's wrath in the skies, but it seems the dragons here have somehow caught wind of our arrival. Nevertheless, we cannot waver now simply because danger may lie ahead. We shall proceed with the scouting as planned. Mister, pray ready yourself. This mission may prove to be more difficult than we anticipated. Several scouts have gone ahead of us. I pray for their safety. Mister, we have need of your aid once again. A unit of scouts has been dispatched to the northeast, and I would have you bolster their strength. I was meant to go myself, but I've received a report that a dragoon from another scouting party was wounded. I will go and assist them. I apologize the burden must fall on you, but we have no other choice. Godspeed, mister. All right. Really out here, huh? Really, really out here. That was really high up. Woo! There we go. You are out here. There's even a... Wait, let's do this sightseeing bit. The Eyrie. Vicious storms rage in Nidhogg's lair. There's the Eyrie. Keeping out all those who would dare disturb the great worm in his slumber, be it one of years or centuries. There's the Eyrie. Even though it's cloudy, so you can't see it very well right now. Or what's this weather called? Gales. Ah, the mighty Mister has come to our aid. Main has sent word that she would come herself, but to have the adventurer who slew Nidhogg come is an unexpected godsend. We do hope to use this area. We hope to use this area as a base for our scouting missions, but the blood dragons stalking about are making things a bit difficult. Mayhap you could help us by slaying, say, 3 of them? I'll try to keep up with you. Yeah, watch how a real dragoon fights. No, I'm just kidding. We can't very well continue on our mission if the blood dragons keep smashing our tools. If you would take down 3 of them, that should give us the room we require. I've slain 3 of a kind of creature many times. Oh, this is a full-on dragon, damn. Actual full-on dragon. Let's go. This is what dragoons are for. Well, at one point, this is what dragoons were for. At one point in history, but not for all of its history. Oh, the weather cleared up. Uh-oh. No, I'm gonna waste my life surge. Easton Eyes. Ooh, now we can really appreciate the view. There's the Eyrie. Wow, look at this. There's Zenith. You can see everything from here. There's Somal Summit where Moogle is. You made quick work of those dragons. I was only able to slay 1 myself. We should be able to begin scouting in earnest now, thanks to you. God damn it, they're nowhere in sight. You see, the blood dragons got a little too close for comfort not too long ago. And while trying to drive them off, I lost track of 2 very valuable etherometers. Oh, I know how that goes. Oh my god, what's his name? Eric had me putting those up everywhere. We used them to measure the ether levels in the churning mists. And they were specially made for this thin atmosphere, and they are nigh irreplaceable. If we don't return with them intact, our mission here will have been for naught. Please, mister, help us locate them. Blasted etherometers have to be around here somewhere. Keep looking for them. This is a good place to scout from, though. It's so high up. But there's some spicy dragons up here. Oh, there's one. Etherometer. There's another one. Let's head over here. How goes your search for the etherometers? Ah, many thanks, mister. Let's see. Excellent. The measurements still seem to be intact. With this, the first step of our mission ends in success. I'd hate to ask another favor of you, but could you please bring these etherometers to Maine? I'll remain here and continue my duties. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful day. Here's the rookery. Dragon activity seems to be picking up as of late. I pray the scouts we've sent out are safe. So, how are the scouts to the northeast faring? I trust with your help there haven't been any mishaps. Oh, the measurements for the etherometers have already been completed. Let's see. Gods be good. Sir Astinian's report included mention of the Erie, but we didn't anticipate the etheric energy to be this powerful. Hey, Astinian mention! So he actually did send reports back to the Temple Knights and the Knights Dragoon when we were like all up around here and fighting Nidhogg and stuff. If we send this to the congregation, they should be able to glean even more information in their analysis. You have our thanks, mister. Our scouts have discovered sites that seem to have been a host to ancient battles. To imagine the carnage that must have been wrought here. Yep, I think this is where the Dragonsong War began, really. Mister, while you were assisting our scouts in the northeast, 2 locations were discovered to the west that appear to be ancient battlefields. I think these would be ideal places to take etheric measurements. I've sent scouts to each location already, but the ever-present threat of attack makes it difficult for them to obtain accurate readings. Please, mister, ensure their safety whilst they perform their duties. Head to Soften Walls first and meet with my scout. He'll let you know what's required of you. So we had Southton Wall, Easton Eyes. There's Easton Eyes. Weston Waters. We don't have any north thing. Mogson, what's up? Oh, adventurer, over here. Even though the Mog Squad went their separate ways, I'd still like to thank you for everything you did for us. In fact, I'd like to repay you by sharing an interesting bit of recent news. Look here, Kupo. That's right. It's a fabled weapon. It's a weapon of the fabled landlords. Magoon was kind enough to give it to me for free. If you want one for yourself, go visit him near the Mother of the Sheev statue. Magoon is just giving these away. How generous of him, Kupo. Well, this would be a good time to look at the Mother of the Sheev, I guess. After we do the Southton. Here we go, a little fort up here. Southton Walls. Dragons like to be high up. You found the high place around here. Good job, Dragoon. That's some good dragooning. Ah, mister. Oh, are you a fellow here? I think so. Or, no, you could be a... No, you're an Ellison. There's one with bitty ears. Oh, mister. Maine sent word of your arrival. Your strength shall prove to be a tremendous help to our work. This area is crawling with dire sores, making it impossible to set up etherometers to obtain accurate readings. We need you to provide a distraction while we set up the etherometers. If you slay 3 of them, that should provide us ample time. So, just like before. Oh, there are a lot of dire sores around here. Oh man, I thought I could get it up, make it up the hill. Oh well. Come down here. Jump. Jump. There we go. Oh, the sprite got me? One more. Roar and gnash their teeth as they might, the dire sores were no match for the likes of you. We managed to set up the etherometers without incident. Although I must admit it would have been a treat to see you fight for a bit longer. I must wait until the etherometers are done with their measurements. You think you could check on the scouting party at the other battlefield? They have been dispatched to the north, and no doubt they are facing the same troubles I have been. Pray help them if they require it. Do they mean Tharaloom Kosh? No, they're up here at Weston Waters. Well, you say they're to the north. They are to the north of your location, but they got west in the name of the ruins. There's the waters of Weston Waters. Gotta remember to fish there later. Hello. Good dragooning. You also found a good spot, a high area. Ah, it's the adventurer. You've come just in time. I'm in dire need of help. I finished setting up my etherometers, but on the way back to my post, a dire sore attacked and stole my scouting report. Uh-oh. I'm not sure which one made off with the report, but I don't think it could have gone far. I'll do what I can to help you find it. It was the dire sores that hulk about that stole the expedition report, so keep killing them till you find it. I'll lend what aid I can as well. You do know that all these dire sores were your countrymen, right? No, she probably doesn't know that. Oh, report. Where are you? Looks like there's one down here. Did we get it? Yay! All right. So, were you able to find the report? Report detailing an Ashgardian scout survey of the surrounding areas. Maybe you are here. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I gotta check how that helmet looks like on me and if that's just how that looks on Heriers. Ah, this is it. I was in the middle of writing it when the dragon attacked and laid its grubby paws on it. I can't thank you enough for your help today. Now that my report has been completed, I can continue with a more detailed survey. But first, we must collect the 3 etherometers set up around the area. I'd hate to impose on you again, adventurer, but could you collect them for me? No problemo. 1. 2. And 1 more. Somewhere. You have my thanks, adventurer. The etheric measurements seem to be in order. The scout to the south has completed his readings as well, has he not? On your return, pray collect the etherometers from him as well. Once you have collected all the etherometers, pray deliver them to Maine. Hurry. An airship should be coming to collect our measurements soon. I shall continue my scouting and return by a different route. We're gonna talk to the dude I was talking to before and get his etherometers and then return. Kind of interesting to see the back of Zenith, huh? Oh, it's good to see you again. So, you've come to collect the etherometers? Well, the measurements should be complete by now, but I haven't taken the time to make sure yet. I hate to bother you, but could you collect them for me? I would like to examine them before you bring them to Maine, so bring them here before departing. Do it yourself! That's what the fray in my head is telling me. Do it yourself! Where'd you put these things down, dude? Oh. Aha, there's another one. One more. Where's this last one? Probably in some weird little spot. Aha! There, I did your grunt work for you. Oops. Too low. Yes. These measurements should prove satisfactory. Adventurer, please bring these to Maine along with the etherometers from the Northern Scout. Alright, let's go see Maine again. Zenith, we gotta fly around Zenith. Ooh, look at those clouds. And we can see the spire in the daylight. Oh, there's the Lady of the Sheave. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way for the Dragoon thing. I'm going towards the Moogle thing. Anyway, there's the spire that the Horde wanted to destroy. Big one in the middle. It is quite beautiful. But yeah, I went the wrong way. Let's go to the Rookery. Let's see Maine. As that airship is coming any minute now. There's the Rookery. Oh, you know, I haven't been to this tower up here. Does this have a little viewpoint? Let's see if there's a little sightseeing log thing up here. Nope. Would have been a good spot for one. Mister, while you were gone, Min was— Oh god, are you okay, girl? Mister, you're back. A dragon caught me unawares, but I'll be fine after some treatment. What news to the scouts report? Thank the 12 they completed their measurements without incident. This land is proving to be more dangerous than we had anticipated. The pain, I could scarce stand. Mister, pray put the etherometers into that sealed crate over there. Well, I've gone this far, I guess. Mister, I can scarce stand. Pray put the etherometers into the sealed crate over there. You have my thanks, mister. What in the seven hells was that thing? Oh, can I go kill it for you? Maine said that she had never seen such a dragon before. If only I had been there, mayhap she would not have come to harm. Mister, the potion is doing its work. And before long, I'll be fully recovered. I was investigating the lower layer of the Rookery when a hulking shadow blotted my vision. I managed to fight the beast off and escape, but I fear it still stalks this place. It would be a grievous error to let it live. More dragoons could come to harm. I would ask you to slay the beast for us. Once the deed is done, bring something from the beast. Anything that would aid in identifying the true nature of the dragon. I would try and ascertain the true nature of the dragon that attacked me. Pray bring me something that could help me do so. Alright. Somewhere down here. Oh, lower layer. I see. Really low. Under. Gotta fly under this thing. Wow. Rookery Master. It's just a dinosaur with an 8-pack, that's all. It used to be an Ishgardian. Alright, you look like you're doing better. Good to see you standing upright. I cannot in good conscience let our dragoons scout the area while that beast still lives. Were you able to track it down? Rusted Bezigue. A circular plate affixed below the armpit to deflect sword or lance thrusts. This one is rusted clean through. You pulled this? From the beast's corpse? This armor dates back to before any of us were born, but there can be no mistake, it was forged in Ishgard. This must mean that dragon was once a heretic and drank of the dragon blood until he... Yep, I called it. The gilding on the armor indicates it's hundreds of years old. What would drive a man to choose to become... that? To a heretic, does such transformation indicate transcendence? Mayhap 'tis not for me to understand the mind of a heretic. Nevertheless, we owe you our thanks for ridding us of that abomination. The time has come for us to prepare for our journey home. You have our thanks, adventurer. Without you, we would not have been able to obtain such thorough measurements. Hey, Andalou. Well, it seems we've completed surveys of all the ancient battlefields thanks to you. However, I have one last request to burden you with. I would ask that you deliver 2 things to Sir Andalou at the congregation. Firstly, I would have you deliver that sealed crate containing the aetherometers. Secondly, I would ask that you retrieve the observation log from the scout to the northeast. I shall inform my scouts at each location that our mission is complete, and we shall return to Ishgard together. Once again, you have my thanks. We would not have been able to finish our mission without you. We shall return to Ishgard once my scouts have safely returned. We shall not forget your selfless contributions. Get the crate with all the aetherometers in it. And we got to go visit this guy again. I've received word from Sir Min and have written down detailed information of my observations. Pray bring it to Sir Andalou at the congregation. Observation log, thank you. The other scouts and I will remain behind at this post and continue with our work until Min calls for us. Give Sir Andalou our regards, adventurer. The scouts here will stay behind to continue our survey. I hope Sir Andalou can gain some useful information from our reports. Okay, before I go back to Ishgard, let's go visit that Mother of the Sheev statue to see what these knives this suspicious Moogle are handing out are all about. So this statue is supposed to be a statue of Shiva. However, Racevelger says it looks nothing like Shiva, but the sentiment behind it's good, so it stays. It's also enormous. Hello, Magoon. What you selling? Weapons from the landlords? Oh, that was just some old thing I picked up off a dragon's corpse. That Mogson is quite enthusiastic. I just gave him the weapons so I could have some peace and quiet. The Mother of the Sheev statue, in my opinion, is one of the most serene places that was built by the landlords. But I prefer to show my reverence in silence. Lately, though, it's become more difficult to pray in quietude, Kupo. Since you're here, maybe you can help me attain the solitude I seek. The cries of the cloud Evis make silent contemplation difficult. If there were a few less of the beasts around, I might be able to show the Mother of the Sheev the respect she deserves, Kupo. Just gotta murder these dragons just so it's a little quieter around here. I see how it is. It's a little selfish, but whatever. I don't know if Shiva would like that. But I guess these Evises used to be heretics, so they're not dragons. They're Ishgardians that used to... They're dragons that used to be Ishgardians. So maybe that makes it okay. I have no idea if that makes it okay. Many thanks, adventurer. The statue grounds have become markedly more serene. The statue was carved in the image of Shiva, the beloved Mother of the Sheev. We must always protect it and keep the grounds safe. The statue depicts the great worm Hreisvelger's true love. He would surely want to preserve the statue as well, Kupo. Oh yeah, he doesn't think it really looks like her, but I'm sure he wants it around. A flock of migratory Anzu is defiling the holy waters near the statue, Kupo. Please, adventurer, get rid of them. But you must not desecrate the holy place by killing near the statue. Try your hardest to simply scare them away. However, if the Anzu prove to be confrontational, well, I guess you have no choice but to show them your wrath, Kupo. The Anzu showed up one morning without warning and are defiling the sacred waters near the Mother of the Sheev statue. Please make them go away, Kupo. The waters, huh? those waters. Boo! You have scared away the Anzu. Boo! Uh-oh. This one's thirsty. One more. I see it. Boo. There we go. I can hear the squawking of the Anzu no longer. My thanks, adventurer. Tranquility has returned to the area. The waters near the statue are sacred, and if wild beasts take up home there, they'll only desecrate them. That's why they must be gotten rid of, one way or the other, Kupo. Adventurer! It seems the migrating Anzu didn't stop by the holy waters just for a drink. They've built nests all around the statue, Kupo. Could you imagine how noisy it'd be if there were even more Anzu flying around, Kupo? I need you to remove the nests before a flock of noisy newborn Anzu keeps me from ever praying again, Kupo. Please hurry. Okay, okay. The Anzu have set up nests all around the lost landlord statue. Get rid of them before we have baby Anzu squawking everywhere, Kupo. The lost landlord statue. Let's see if that's in the... Let's see if that's in the encyclopedia. All right. The Lost Landlord. This colossus stands on an island in Greensward. Its name was bestowed by the Moogles, who believe it to be a statue of the king of the land dwellers, although no records remain that could shed light on the identity of this individual and whether or not he ever truly walked the realm. So that's what this is. Oh, and we'll get a little more information like this. Oop, it's not one of those. Pray, maybe? Yep. The Lost Landlord. Oh, this is the same description. Another one. go back up to the sheave again. Get it? Lady of the sheave. Shiva. Lady Shiva. Or I guess she's mother of the sheave, right? Yeah, mother of the sheave. I sighted several nests placed around Greensward. Were you able to rid the area of their presence? Yup. The massive nest constructed not only of twigs, but of salvaged arrows, strips of hemp and leather, even bones. There were this many nests? And there were already eggs, Kupopo? If you hadn't removed the nest when you did, many thanks for your help. Finally, the Anzu problem has been taken care of. If only the simple-minded Anzu can understand the sanctity of this area's sacred statues. Maybe one day, through my tireless devotion, I'll be able to make even such brutes understand their beauty, Kupo. The statue stands as serene as ever, Kupo. As long as my palm remains upright, I'll let none defile these sacred grounds. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'll be right back. Oops, not again. Alright, I'm back. So, something I I didn't have my book open to the right page, so now I realize there was some information in here about the various places the those scouting dragoons were hanging at. So let's start with Sutton Walls, and I'll explain what those ruins were for when, you know, people and dragons lived together here 1,000 years ago. All right, we're almost there. So this is Softon Walls. Let's see. The remnants, Sufton Walls, the remnants of a bulwark south of Tharalum Kosh. The Sufton Walls were once a shared line of defense for men and dragons against ferocious beasts that would migrate to the churning mists with the changing seasons. While the knights regarded this as a solemn duty, the dragons considered it more akin to a recreational sport. Yeah, the knights are like, oh, I will defend the land from these beasts, and the dragons are like, oh, sweet, we get to go find new and fun ways to kill these things. Great. So that's kind of cute. So there was actually a need for knights even before the war, and because of the migratory beasts that would come by, there was a need for this area to defend itself. But the dragons and Ellison weren't defending it from each other is the important thing. Let's go to Weston Waters next. Oops. This is Weston Waters. There's some ruins around here. A little bit of ruins. Alright, so Weston Waters. Named for one of the smaller springs in the churning mists, Weston Waters was once a place of leisure for the people who lived there long ago. So this is where the people and dragons would chill. They would chill out here at Weston Waters. And one more. Easton Eyes. They're all kind of surrounding Tharalum Kosh, which I think is telling, because Tharalum Kosh was one of Rattataskar's Burud's kind of hangout area, and Rattataskar loved those people. She was the one who was like real happy to chum up with the Ellison. And so that's another reason why the betrayal was so horrible, because she trusted them. So it makes sense that all of these important spots used to where a lot of landlords, I mean, well, like the people back then would hang, were around her turf. So over here we got, can I stand on this? I can. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is Easton Eyes. I'm very Dragoon right now. Oh, I know, I should do this. I should do this. Just a second. Yeah! I am Dragooning! Maybe I could angle a little better. Yes, we are Dragooning. Alright, so this is Easton Eyes. The Eastern Watchtower also served as quarters for knights in the era of peace, from where they would set forth upon the backs of wyverns to patrol and ensure the security of the region. So yeah, those were the first dragoons. Actually, the first dragoons rode on the backs of dragons. They didn't kill dragons. So this was where the oldest dragoons would stay. Man, and those people having the scouting party here had no idea this was like the stronghold for the first dragoons. Man. All right, that's enough of that. Let's do we have any more quests around here? Okay, there's still one at Mog Home. I'll pick it up. Oh, is it above? Always hard to tell. Right, Kooply Cookie! Yeah! To think the legends are actually true! Our ancestors did indeed come from the skies, Kupo. I'm sure Moogle and the others will get along famously. But don't you think the Moogles here have such strange names? There are so many Moogles with names like Mogret and Mogmug, but no one is named Kuplokop or Kuptakopta. I wonder why. Chieftain Moglin seems to know much about Moogle history. Maybe he can shed some light on this mystery, but I'm so nervous around chieftains, Kupo. But you, adventurer, you've rubbed shoulders with all kinds of great characters, and Chieftain Moglin respects you. Well, respect might be a generous term. I did kick his ass once. I'm sure he'll readily tell you all about Moghome names, and then you can tell me. I can't wait to learn about their names, Kupo. Kooply Cookie, you're so pure. I love 12's Wood Moogles. Oh, mister. So you finally come to your senses and acknowledge the heavenly ring of Moghome names, Kupo? That pleases me greatly, but I must ask you to wait. It seems Moglu has an urgent entreaty. Oh no, what? Yes, Chieftain Moglin. The Palm Guard is fighting a desperate battle against a gang of monsters swarming our precious Kupo nut orchard. We have beaten them back for now, but I fear we are outmatched, Kupo. Oh no. Ah, luckily, we have just the one to help. Mister, lend the Palm Guard your strength, and mayhaps I will speak more with you about our Moogle names, Kupo. The defense of our Kupo trees is of the utmost importance. Speak with Moglio. I know Moglio. I know that guy. Speak with Moglio of the Palm Guard to learn where he needs you. Once the monsters have been dealt with, ask me again about the knowledge you seek, Kupo. Defense of the Kupo nuts must needs come before all else. Speak with Moglio to learn what he requires and return to me once the crisis has been dealt with, Kupo. No time to talk. Our nuts are in danger, Kupo! Oh no, their nuts are in danger. Oh, adventurer, it's so good to see you again. As you can see, Palm Guard business has been terribly busy these days, Kupo. I'm so happy for you. Speaking of which, where did those monsters go? Oh! You'll help us rid the area of those dreadful things? Thank heavens, this sword was getting so heavy. We're fighting valiantly to drive off the invaders. There are 2 of them, so our paws are full, Kupo. Palm Guard have their paws tied with one, while Moogle and the 12-wood Moogles are trying their hardest to track down the other. The Moogles from the surface have more courage than I thought, Kupo. I'll go help the other members of the Palm Guard. Adventurer, hurry and make sure Moogle and the others are safe. I'll lend my sword to the other Palm Guard members. Okay. I'll go help. I remember you. Are these guys having a race or what? I saw it fly over there. We'll find it soon, Kupo. Oh, motioning Moogle. The monster was just around here. It can't be far. We have it cornered, Kupo. Cookie. Oh, you're here to help? Well, we drove that monster over to the southeast. I don't think it managed to steal any Kupo nuts. Moogle! I had it in my sights, but flew away, Kupo. Where could it be? Mysterious. Look, they're frolicking. Oh, I think I tracked it down. I knew it. It's a Gala cat. That is the only thing that could be so flighty and awful. Why is there a Gala cat here? Those are from a long way from here. The other set of floating islands. I'm quite tuckered out from chasing that monster around, Kupo. I can't believe a monster followed us that far, Kupo. Maybe Chieftain Moglin will finally tell us about the Moghome names. We did it, Kupo! That beast was no match for the likes of the Palm Guard, Kupo. With the threat to our precious Kupo nuts gone, the orchard is safe. Those monsters were so strange. Odd-looking wings, curious pointed ears. I wonder where they could have come from, Kupo. Oh no! They might have followed us here, Kupo. We're sorry. We didn't mean to bring such rude guests with us. Well, as long as the Kupo trees are safe, then there's nothing to worry about. Thanks to our new friends from the 12's Wood, not one nut was disturbed, Kupo. Let's report our success to Chieftain Moglin. He'll want to thank everyone who helped protect our prized trees. We almost introduced the invasive species. Quite tuckered out from chasing that monster around, Kupo. I can't believe a monster followed us that far, Kupo. Maybe Chieftain Moglin will finally tell us about the Moghome names. We did it, Kupo! Let's hurry back to Chieftain Moglin. He'll want to reward everyone for protecting the precious Kupo nuts. Alright. Let's see if he'll really tell us. I have my doubts. Ah, you've returned at last. Are the Kupo nuts safe from harm? Yep. Those malicious monsters won't be laying their paws on our nuts anymore, Kupo, thanks to the help of the 12-Swid Moogles. Ah, it's so nice to see you working together to defend our home, Kupo. Well, now that the storm has been weathered, I believe Mister wanted to know all about Moogle names. Hopefully it will serve as an inspiration to him. Actually, Chieftain Moglin, I was the one who asked the adventurer to ask you. I was thinking, isn't it curious that our names sound so different from yours, Kupo? In the 12'swood, we usually start our names with Ku or Poo. They say it's because the names sound like Kupo nut. Ku and Poo. So Ku Poo. So Kooply Kooky, Hookno Pocky, Hookno Pookie, stuff like that. Mayhap when the Moogles came down from the sky, the Kupo nuts were their most prized possession, Kupo. But the Moghome Moogles love Kupo nuts too, so I've wondered why their names are different. You're quite perceptive, Kooply Kooky. Truth be told, I've never thought about the reason myself. Would it not make sense for Moogles to start their name with Mog? It's been that way for as long as anyone can remember, Kupo. My ancestor, who was Moghome's first chieftain, was named Moogle. Good King Moogle Mog. And in fact, it was he who decided which brave Moogles would travel down to the surface after fire rained from the skies. That's the Good King Moogle Mog. Moogle? That name seems so familiar. Kupopo? Moogle Mog? Could Chieftain Moogle have in fact been Moogle Mog? If so, Chieftain Moglin, you would be the descendant. You would be a descendant of good King Moogle Mog the 12th. May all his lineage bask in greatness. Indeed, the two names are quite similar, Kupo. Moogle Mog. I remember. This was the name of the king from your legend. It all makes sense, Kupo. The legend is so ancient. It's no wonder the name changed ever so slightly. That means I'm presenting myself before the descendant of the last king of Moogle kind. The legends tell of more than just the king, Kupo. The valiant household guard of good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his legend live on forevermore, is also detailed at some length. Does that mean that the Palm Guard is also... It's the Moggles Guard. The history of the Palm Guard is long and illustrious, dating back to Chieftain Moggle's humble beginnings, Kupo. Kupopo! That means his household guard was actually the Palm Guard. I'm among some of the most historic Moogles of all time. I never knew we were so important. How embarrassing. Oh, I almost forgot. We never thanked you for helping us take down those dreadful monsters, Kupo. For all your brave services in defense of our lovely orchard, and in celebration of our newfound friendship, we shall bequeath upon you 1 Kupo nut each. Kupo! I can think of no better reward myself. Our stomachs will be full tonight. Yay! Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're creeping closer to the tribe quest. Ah, mister, I think you're, unique. Oh yeah, that's after I beat him up. Let's see. So we're done with quests here. All right, let's go back to Ishgard. We be Ishin, we be Garden. Ba 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 ba. Hondalu, hey! Back from the Dragoon scouting thing. Ah, mister, it seems the operation at the Churning Mists was a success. What exactly did our scouts discover? Sealed crate. This crate containing etherometers has been branded with the seal of the Knight's Dragoon. The result of several moons of monitoring dragon activity in and nearby the Eyrie. Ah, these etherometers and the observation log will prove invaluable. However, this news that Maine was attacked by a heretic-turned-dragon is troubling. I've been mulling over the information you and Estinian have brought to light. To think that at one time dragonkind and mankind once coexisted. Yet now we must contend with the dragons born of heretics in this never-ceasing conflict. It is much too early to say if the news of our once peaceful past should be given credence, but it would be foolish to reject it outright. The best course of action would be to become more familiar with the history of the Churning Mists. It is only through knowledge that we can decide our next step. Estinian's report contained detailed information on the Moogles that inhabit that area. Mayhap they would prove to be an invaluable resource for us. Boy, have I been talking to them. Mister, it seems you've developed a bit of a relationship with them, have you not? I apologize for asking another favor of you so soon after you've returned, but I would be grateful if you could help us strike up our own relationship with them. I can do that. You have my thanks. I shall personally accompany you to ensure that this meeting goes favorably, and to show the Moogles my proper respects. We shall depart shortly. Mister, I shall see you at our destination. Oh, Andaloo's going to Mogholm. Let us meet again at the Churning Mists. But before that, I want to check to see if there's any other quests. It doesn't look like it. Just in case. I'll check the last vigil. Nope. Nope, let's go to Mogholm. Mister, I see you still haven't chosen a proper Moogle name, Kupo. What would you ask of me today? There are those from the surface that wish to know the history of this land? Very well. If you vouch for them, I see no reason to refuse their request. However, I would ask one thing of you in return. The Moogles wish to live in peace, and we can't do that if war rages across the land, Kupo. As long as our desires are understood, I'd like nothing more than to meet with these new friends. Now, where can we find this Sir Andalou? Excellent, Kupo. I shall dispatch members of the Palm Guard to escort him at once. Mister, please go along with them. They may be shy around so many new visitors from the surface, Kupo. Aw, they're shy. Oh, yeah, the rookery is, was the scouting location, so it makes sense that Andalou would land there. We're getting there. There we go. Maine, hey! So that's a Moogle? I've never seen something so cute. Andalou, hey. Ah, mister, it seems you were able to arrange a meeting after all. You have my thanks. Moglio, hey. There's so many people from the surface, Kupo. I'm a little nervous. Moggle. Welcome to the Churning Mists, Kupo. Moglin has told us about you. It's our pleasure to guide you to Mogholm. Where are my manners? I am Commander Andalou of the Temple Knights. We are honored to receive your guidance. Furthermore, we appreciate your willingness to impart on us your knowledge of the Churning Mists. If there is aught you would require in return, we would gladly repay your kindness. Sir Andalou, you come from a large city on the surface, right? Yes? You might have exactly the knowledge we need, Kupo. We've long yearned to learn how to repair stone structures. If we did, we could repair Zenith with our own paws. That's right, they were talking earlier that, we can't put the bricks back, so, so the only thing we can do for Zenith is to just defend it. Us Moogles have a sacred agreement with the great worm Hraesvelgr that binds us to protect the Holy Tower, but after 1,000 years, time has worn its luster. Zenith is beloved by Hraesvelgr and stands as a symbol of the friendship between the Landlords and Skylords. If we could restore its former glory, maybe the bond between your two races would be revitalized as well. Indeed. The Holy See's knowledge of stoneworking is vast. Very well. Although the road ahead of me may be difficult, I will do all within my power to convince the Holy See to send stonemasons and carpenters to do what they can. Guys, we're getting closer. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Moogle tribe quests. You are too kind, Kupo. However, there's one more thing I must ask of you. It may be too soon to allow so many people from the surface into Hraesvelgr's beloved tower. It could unnerve him. For now, we ask that you teach us what you can at Mogholm, and then we can use our own paws to repair Zenith. It may start with us repairing but a single brick, but if we keep at it, soon Zenith will sparkle as it hasn't in a millennium, Kupo. I understand the Moogle's concern. I know all too well that 1,000 years of animosity cannot be forgotten overnight. Let us work with diligence, and brick by brick shall we rebuild that which has been lost. I'm glad we could come to an agreement, Kupo. Now let's be off to Mogholm. There's so much to share with you. All right. See, now we're getting crafting materia. We're getting closer. All right, Mogholm. Let me make sure there's double check. Okay. And look at that! Our first red The first quest where we have to be a crafter. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. All right. We need carpenters and stonemasons, right? Well, I'm not a stonemason, but I can be a carpenter. They're ugly, I'll just take them off. Seething stonemason, tricks and stones. The seething stonemason is shouting obscenities into the wind. God's damned Moogles! They'd lose their bloody pom-poms if they weren't attached to their heads. I can't find my nuts, Kupo. Find my pebbles, Kupo. You want to know where your pebbles are? Well, I'll tell you right after I shove them up your bleeding... Oh my god, so real. Oh, you're not one of them. Oh, thank the gods. Finally, someone capable of a sensible conversation. You see, I was sent here at the Temple Knight's behest to teach stonemasonry to these creatures. However, as soon as I arrived, they bombarded me with menial tasks. Oh my god, so real. And before long, I found myself traipsing aimlessly across the churning mists. I'll endure it no longer. It's time I bid good riddance to this place and its inhabitants. Sir, I'm loath to ask you to suffer such wretched company, but could you inform the one named Moogle that I shan't be returning? I dare not go myself lest my temper get the best of me. You know what? Understandable. Travel quest accepted! We're getting there! It's happening! It's happening! The long grind is getting to be worth it. Moogle! Well met, adventurer. The palm guard remains vigilant as ever. What brings you to Mogholm? A sudden craving for Kupo nuts? Another stonemason has gone home, Kupo? Oh, at least this one bothered to inform me, in a manner of speaking. I suppose I can't blame him for leaving. He was only trying to help us repair Zenith. They're sent here to survey the area and teach us what they know of working stone. Alas, the Moogles are more concerned with who can concoct the cleverest trick than who can build the sturdiest wall. They don't do it out of malice, it's just an impulse, like breathing or hiding. But the Ishgardians don't view it that way. So far, this is the 9th stonemason that's left us. I fear Sir Andalou may be regretting his decision to help. As a representative of Mogholm, I must offer him an apology and an explanation. Adventurer, will you guide me to Ishgard so that I might mend this situation? You got a good heart, Moogle. What a relief, Kupo. I tend to get terribly lost when traveling on my own. I trust your preparations are complete? Excellent, then let us be off. Can you teleport? Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. Andalou, I'm back, dressed as a carpenter. Greetings, Sir Andalou. If it isn't Moogle and Mister. An unexpected visit, but a welcome one, for I had been hoping to speak with you of our stonemasons. Each one has returned within a fortnight, more wroth than the last. They claim the Moogles are proving to be less receptive to their teaching than they had anticipated. Sir Andalou, my deepest and most sincere apologies, Kupo. The others only meant to make the stonemasons feel welcome by including them in their mischief. They never meant to anger. I swear on my honor as a palm guard that it will not happen again. for the sake of friendly relations, I'm more than willing to put this misunderstanding behind us and begin anew. Alas, we've already sent you every stonemason we can spare, and I fear there is little hope in convincing any of them to return to Mogholm. You haven't sent every stonemason, my dear Andalou. Ah! He's here! Yeah! Lord Terrason? What brings you to the congregation? All right. We have met... Before this, we had met 3 out of 4 of the counts of the 4 high houses. We had Edmund, who is the Count de Forton, who and then he, you know, gave the countship to Arturel. We had Charlemagne, who went with us on that excursion to the big main cities for the firmament, and he's the Count of House Durandare. And we had also in the firmament met the Count Duinart, Baranduin Duinart, the father of Francel and Laniat and Arvale and Stephanivian. And so there's one more count, and this is him. We finally met the counts of all 4 of the high houses. Lord Terrason, what brings you to the congregation? Let us dispense with the titles, shall we? And surely you can surmise why I am here. Every one of those thin-skinned milksops was a pupil of mine. How would it reflect upon me if I let their negligence bring this project to ruins? Besides, this task came to us directly by the Holy See, and failure would result in my family becoming a laughingstock for generations to come. So you see, for both personal and familial honor, I must take up my hammer and succeed where my students have failed. Alas, I am well past my prime. The hammer weighs heavy in my hand, and my mind dulls with age. Alone, I fear I might fall victim to the clever deceptions of the Moogles, or my body might crumble under the stress of so much physical labor, perhaps with the help of a young, stout adventurer. One who has won the respect of the Moogles, one who is well versed in their ways. Only with such a partner could this old man hope to keep his honor from being sullied. Do you know of any such adventurers, friend? Pray tell me you do. Me, I'll do it. Myself. What courage! Did you see that, Andalou? This strapping young lad put his name forward without a second thought. Truly, you have brought solace to this tired old man's heart, my dear mister.
Kupo? I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying both you and the adventurer will help us?
Indeed, my furry little friend. You shall be well taken care of. Now, our first order of business should be to gather all who are involved in the restoration. Moogle, I entrust that task to you. Mister and I shall not be far behind. Before we depart, however, we have some work of our own to complete. You see, I mean to show the Moogles that they are not the only ones with a penchant for trickery. Come, meet me in the jeweled crozier and we can begin preparations. Yes, we finally met him. Once again, it would seem our burdens have become yours. My apologies. For what it's worth, the Temple Knights will provide you with any aid you might require. For now, I suppose it would be best to follow Terrason's lead. He is a wise man, Although his methods may be somewhat unorthodox at times. All right. Manolin and Onwa, how are you guys doing? Wonderful to see you, old boy. Come to fulfill a craving for the latest sort of gossip, have we? Well, I'm sorry to say that I have not for you. My nightly duties have kept me far too busy to stay abreast of the talk of the town. That's so. My lord has been most conscientious with his duties of late. I wonder that mayhap he was struck on the head by a stray projectile during that last battle. Eld, it's been a hot minute. Anyway. There you are. Before we begin, I would draw upon your knowledge of the Moogles. Namely, I wish to know what foods they are partial to, for I believe therein we shall find the means to deceive them.
Kupo nuts.
So their makeshift economy revolves around these Kupo nuts. Why, this plan practically crafts itself. Our next course of action is plain, and I believe you are just the lad to rise to the challenge. For your hands speak volumes that your words do not. They are the hands of a practiced artisan, much like my own. That's right! There is no need for humility, my friend. Sorry, I guess I wasn't humble, but Mr. was. You are among peers, and as your peer, I would be honored to call upon your aid. I ask that you craft me a Kupo nut. Not a real one, mind you, but a fake, which could fool even the most discerning Moogle. As I've never laid eyes on a Kupo nut myself, I must entrust this task to you. I require only one, which I shall use to make more. I believe that with judicious use of wood, leather, and cloth, you should be able to craft a fake that perfectly captures the uneven texture of the wild nut. Oh, how very interesting. Here, I believe these materials should prove sufficient. What a nice little art project we're doing. A fake Kupo nut. Now, I know full well that even the master has his failed attempts, and so I have instructed Matthew here to provide you with more materials should you require them. Alright, let's craft a Kupo nut. Fake Kupo nut, let's go! How goes your work, mister? There's no need to rush. I would not want a masterpiece to be marred by a hasty hand. A counterfeit Kupo nut so lifelike it could cause economic collapse in Moghome. So this is a Kupo nut. Although I am not a Moogle, I am certain that if I was, my stomach would be rumbling at the sight. Impressive, considering the meager materials we had on hand. No doubt you are wondering what I plan to do with this. Do not worry. I would not dare spoil the surprise for you. For now, just know that I intend to make more. It may take some time, so pray go on ahead to the plaza near Zenith. I shall meet you there. All right. I've gotta see the Moogles get tricked after they were tricking all these Boorish Guardians. The plaza near Zenith. This is the one that goes. Yeah, pretty much. We're finally using this place. Where are Moxon and the others, Kupo? Welcome to Barles, mister. Truth be told, this place is in even worse shape than I was led to believe. Well, I suppose even a fortress begins with but a single stone. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can figure out what Barles means in, Dragon Speak. Let me open up Dragon Speak tab on the internet. I don't think it's in here. Bar's not in here. I think les could be presume, think, believe, or plan, but I think that's more lease. Oh, les. Okay. Oh, les means land or Heidelin, like the world. But there's no bar in here. But les is the land or the world. My apologies, Lord Terracin. I urged the Mogmenders to meet us here, but they all claim to be busy with something or other. It may be a while before they arrive. Terracin will suffice, my dear Moggle, and there is no need for apologies. From my understanding, the Mogmenders have laziness and abundance. While we are waiting, answer me one question. Who among them is easiest to trick? That would be Master Mogson, without a doubt, Kupo. I like how there's no hesitation in that answer. He was put in charge of the Mogmenders on account of his death paws, but he falls for their tricks more often than not. One time he spent 3 days playing hide and seek while the others gorged on Kupo nuts. Such deviousness. I doubt I can surpass so clever a ploy. Nonetheless, I must try. Moggle? I believe Mr. and I can take over the reins from here. We shall have the Mogmenders working at hard at work ere long. You mean to out-trick the Mogmenders, Kupo? Fascinating. I had no idea you played tricks on each other down below. Of course, I look forward to hearing of your victory. Oh, I do hope he hides his pebbles. When building a wall, we are taught that a single ill-placed brick can cause a whole structure to collapse. I believe this Master Mogson may be our figurative loose brick. Now let us seek him out. He cannot be far. Could this be Mogson? His bandana certainly sets him apart from the others. Listen, is he muttering to himself? Master Mogson. Oh, you got a little blacksmith hat. 9 stoned masons, Kupo. Surely they are praising my cleverness in Ishgard. How should I trick the next one? Oh, I know, a rare sickness which strikes once every 100 years and causes our pom-poms to... Master Mogson of the Mogmenders, I presume? I am Terracin, freshly arrived from Ishgard. Forgive me for eavesdropping, but I overheard mention of a sickness. Is there aught I need worry about? You're here already? I mean, yes, a terrible, incurable sickness has spread throughout Mogholm. One last seen over 1,000 years ago. Once afflicted, our wings grow heavier than stones.
We can do nothing but lie on the ground, helpless, until it passes.
Oh, so that's the trick. That's like, oh, we're all sick and we can't work. That's why we're all laying on the ground. I see. Such unfortunate timing. Well, I suppose we must postpone our work for now. May you and yours be in good health soon. 'Tis a pity, truly. Whatever shall I do with all these Kupo nuts?
Did you say Kupo nuts? Here? Now?
Why, yes, I brought a veritable feast, which I meant to share with the Mogmenders as a gesture of goodwill. Alas, we shall have to wait. Sickness, which comes once every 1,000 years, surely requires proper...
Did I say sickness? Perhaps I was mistaken. Yes, perhaps they weren't sick after all, just napping. How embarrassing. Luckily for you, however, that means the rest of the Mogmenders are hale and hearty. I'll summon them and meet you at Barless forthwith.
By the gods, I was hoping for a bit more sport than that. Perhaps if he said Kupo nuts were a miraculous cure to this epidemic, I could have pretended to believe him. Well, what's done is done. Come, let us await at Barless and meet our new companions. He's like, oh, yeah, Terracin wanted to trick him. He was like so ready to go all in on this, and it was too easy. So we got Master Mogson.
Mogek and Mogmole are at the ready, Kupo. The others will be here before long, I'm sure.
We got Mogek the Marvelous.
I told Master Mogson his story was unbelievable. If it didn't work the first 3 times, it won't work the 4th time. Now, I would thank you very much to present me with these Kupo nuts to teach Master Mogson a valuable lesson in honesty.
And Mogmole Mogbelly?
You truly know a way to a Moogle's heart through his stomach. Now, where are those Kupo nuts? As promised, I've gathered my most skilled Mogmenders. Now, I believe there was talk of a feast.
Indeed, they have the paws of true artisans. Now, for the feast, let me start off our relationship by offering this bounty to you. The fake Kupo nuts! Hey, they turned out good.
They look so plump and so juicy, Kupo. And for all this for a little effort, as Master of the Mogmenders, I declare first privileges.
He's trying so hard to eat them.
That's not how a Kupo nut tastes. It's a fake. How could something that looks so delicious be so disappointing?
My dear Mogson, it seems the tables have turned. Indeed, these nuts were wrought by man, not born of nature. Even better than the real thing, yes? Well, besides the taste, of course.
They're all fake? There's not even a real one tucked away inside, Kupo? Perhaps we should check again, just to be sure. I dare say these would fool even Chieftain Moglin, and no one has ever been able to trick him. Truly, works of art, Kupo.
This is but a small sampling of our capabilities, friends. I have built towers and raised walls that rival the largest in the churning mists. Yes, even Zenith.
You mean you can make Kupo nuts even larger than these? Larger than Zenith?
Perhaps I could, if I had the inclination. However, I offer you something better. Pledge your paws to me, and I shall teach you how to craft aught you can imagine. Alas, I will make this offer only once. So, what say you?
Anything we can imagine, Kupo? Of course! We swear on our pom-poms to be diligent pupils. Why, I'm ready to start repairing Zenith at this very minute.
That's the spirit I like to see. But we have a long road ahead of us, my Moogle menders. Before we start work on the palace proper, I believe we would do well to begin by repairing this very plaza. What you learn here shall form a solid foundation for what is to come. We need to repair this plaza. Seems like a good start.
I know the Kupo nuts were fake, but my stomach still rumbles at the thought of them. If I were able to make my own, just imagine the Moogles I'd trick. You may have fooled Master Mogson, but who hasn't? I knew the Kupo nuts were fake from the moment I saw them. You'll have to try harder to trick the Mogmender's most brilliant Moogle. Perhaps if you used real Kupo nuts next time.
I dare say we have earned their respect, and all we had to do was play by their rules for a short time. We have achieved what I hope will be the first success of many more to come.
Well, now that things have settled, I do believe formal introductions are in order. I am Mogson, Master of the Mogmenders. I never knew what a crafter was capable of until I saw those fake Kupo nuts. With even a fraction of such skill, I've no doubt that we could restore Zenith to its former glory. Still, I can't help but wonder what we could have accomplished had we listened to the other 9 stonemasons. Oh well, I suppose there's no use racking my pom-pom over the past. Besides, you and Terracin are so much more kind and patient than the others. You do plan to stay and teach us, right? We'll work every day until our paws are sore and our cheeks are flushed. I promise you that, Kupo.
Thank God. Piss off, Kupo. No. Together we'll rebuild Bar Les, Kupo.
Truly, Kupo. The others will be overjoyed to hear it. Mogmenders, let us go forth, tools in paw, and make Zenith shine once more.
It's happening. I did it. We got Temple Knights helping out. Terracin's overseeing everything. Thanks to your efforts, restoration of Bar Les has begun. Continue assisting the Mogmenders to see repair of the plaza completed. All right. So I'll be working on these quests. Finally, Moghome tribal quest unlocked. Finally! I'll be working on this off stream. Yes! We got some Temple Knights here. Hildith. On our honor as Temple Knights, we shall endeavor to face every challenge we meet head-on. Or at least we intend to, as soon as we ascertain what it is Master Terracin would have us do. Where is he? Come on, put your palm into it. Where's Terracin? Oh, everybody's over here.
It must be hard for one without wings to explore these islands. As soon as I finish readying these cloud mallows, though you'll be able to ride the wind as easily as we do, Kupo.
Ooh. So this will be the mount we have one day. We will one day have a cloud mallow mount.
Greetings, mister. Rest assured, we're working until our muscles can take no more, Kupo.
Is there anything you wanted? Yeah, Master Mogson. Tell me about yourself.
Why, you know me. I'm Mogson, Master of the Mogmenders, who are in charge of restoring splendor to Zenith. We have a long road ahead of us, but there's no harder working group of crafters in all of Mogholm, Kupo. That's probably not saying much. We obviously have much to learn, but I'm sure with your help, even Chieftain Moglin will be impressed with our skills. What kind of place is this? Bar Les is a ruin from over 1,000 years ago when landlords and skylords lived in harmony. Its restoration is the Mogmender's first duty. Not long ago, the plaza was buried under a mountain of earth, but one day, a perceptive Moogle noticed a piece of wall jutting out from the soil. After many grueling days of digging, we finally uncovered what you see before you. Although repair of the plaza is sure to be a massive undertaking, the lessons we learn along the way will certainly help us in the future. And so we will work day and night to restore Bar Les to its former glory. And then, Terrason, what's up? These Moogles have quite a refreshing attitude. They do not ask questions needlessly, nor do they make transparent attempts to curry favor. I have a feeling I shall quite like it here. Something tells me Count Terrason's a little sick of Ishgard high society. So anyway, this is Terrason du Zamail. Count Terrason du Zamail. So we, so he is the head of House Zamail. You guys remember Zamail Darkhold and stuff. House Zamail is known for their stonemasons. So House Zamail preserves the lineage of Silvatrell du Zamail, the unrivaled spearman of King Thornton's Knights 12 and a founding father of Ishgard. Once known solely for their strength of arms, the house has since developed a reputation for producing artisans and architects. Owing to a marriage between a lord of House Zamail and a daughter of House Borishore 3 centuries ago, the members of the lower house were possessed of a great knowledge of architecture, which they were happy to share, and after several generations it was considered common sense to seek the assistance of House Zamail for any construction project. In modern times, the house has spent a fortune funding public works, including fortifications throughout Kurthis and the capital's own Great Walls. This display of affluence and power has done much to increase their influence, though some nobles are unsettled by the proliferation of the standards bearing the rook and halberds. Yep. So the rook and halberds make sense considering the house for their House Zamail coat of arms, because the rook is kind of like, oh, they're stonemasons, they build stuff, and then the halberds are like, the founder of House Zamail was the greatest spearman of King Thornton, so there's that. All right. So this man right here is the current head of the house, Count Terrason du Zamail. Lord Terrason du Zamail, former count of his house. So I guess he's kind of like, Edmund now, that he's kind of in retirement, and that's why he can be here with the Moogles. Lord Terrason du Zamail, former count of his house, has enjoyed a relatively quiet life since relinquishing his title and the associated duties. His retirement doubtless came as a relief to his opponents and to his son, who it is rumored to have pressured him to step down. For he was known as an exceedingly clever and influential politician. Well, that explains a lot about how he was able to trick the Moogles. Lord Terrason's true love, however, is architecture, which he studied in Zamail workshops from an early age, and for many years he served as one of Ishgard's leading architects, overseeing many notable projects, including the construction of Zamail Darkhold, though work on that particular site has been postponed indefinitely due to the discovery of void scent lurking within its depths. So there you go, there's Terrason.
yet another big shot in Ishgard who actually hates the Ishgard status quo. Anyway, I will be... We did it! We did it! We reached the goal of today's stream. We unlocked Moogle. We did it! We unlocked the Moogle quest! Ah! Okay, so I'll be doing these off stream, and I guess we can do Vath quests real fast, because as you can see, I can start grinding Vanu Vanu and Moogle relations, but if I go to the Vath and unlock the next part of them, I can do that too. So maybe that's the last thing I'll do tonight. I'll unlock the next step of the Vath quests. The Nath quests. Oh wait, I should be on that class. Yeah, maybe I should fly here from Annex Shrine. God, we have to do all of these quests eventually. Alright. Stop moving. Okay. Vath Deft Arm, hey, how you doing? Vath Deft Arm is looking at the colony's store of muskets, shaking his head. Well met, Master. Look how the Adventurers Guild has grown! Our roster is filled with eager Vath, and our clients demand much more of us. Your contribution has been most welcome indeed. Though we no longer suffer from hunger, our safety is not yet guaranteed. The muskets we have stolen from the Nath have become unreliable. They rust and break easily. What kind of adventurer fights with such poor weapons? Our hive is young. We lack the proper metalworks to forge better muskets. The Vath with such a purpose have been hard at work securing proper resources, but it will take time, too long. In the meantime, we must make do in other ways. I thought to ask Jantelo, but Janteo, but he admitted that he is not well versed in musket making. He spoke of the goblins and said they know a great deal about metalworks, but he said they are constant travelers with no true home. It is difficult to discern when they will pass through the Forelands. I can go talk to them. Idleshire? A goblin settlement in the hinterlands? How fortunate that you would know of such a place. Master, surely you could introduce me. What excitement I feel, knowing I can travel on another journey. Ooh, Nath and Idleshire. I am itching at the chance. I will prepare right now, polish my musket, clean my mandibles. Meet me at the border in the west, guarded by the stone door beyond the domain of the dragons. Alright. I'll meet you there. All right. Here we go. There you are. Yanteo said the goblins are not like man. Could they be likened to dragons, I wonder, with gnashing teeth? And no, not really. Master, they come! The Nath. Their voices were toneless, but alluring. They repeated their message over and over. Halt your travels. Why do they interfere? It frustrates me, but I will not let them win. I will keep on to the hinterlands. Here we are in the Travanian hinterlands. These are the kind of goblins that will help you, though. This one attacked you, huh? Illuminati. Master, allow me to explain. He came out of nowhere and attacked with a knife. I had no chance but to shoot. Yeah, don't worry. These are Illuminati. Illuminati? He was not from the goblin settlement we seek? Somehow I am relieved. His savageness reminded me of the One Mind. I was worried all goblins were like him. I was taken aback by his face. It was so... No, never mind. Perhaps it is best not to say. Oh, we almost found out what goblin faces look like. Looks like we can go straight to Idleshire. Yeah, Slowfix is the right one to talk to. Do goblins have mouths to speak, or do they also communicate through the mind? They're wearing masks, bro. Shh, go, shh, go. Behind you, Uplander. Massive crawly bug armed with deadly weapon. Shh, go. Not crawly bug, but walkie bug? Seeks gobby metalworkings? Happy to oblige we are, but Slowfix is not the gobby with whom Uplander should trade tongue flaps. Seek dry docks. Dry docks? What purpose does one have with a name like that? Reputation of Idleshire grows large with walkie bugs come to make busy deals with Gobbyflock. Walkie bugs. School. Uplander needs hand lending. Dry Docks never tires of giving out busy tasks. A walkie bug! It has been many years since Dry Dock saw your kind. I call myself the Vath Deft Arm. I am an adventurer, just like Master. You have met walkie bugs like me before? Before founding Free Nation in Idleshire, Gobbyflock traveled far and wide. When Dry Docks was small gobby, walkie bugs wielding boomsticks attacked our tent ring. I see. It must have been the One Mind who attacked you. But I mean you no harm. I have come to befriend the goblins. But I did not expect you to be such strange-looking creatures. Shoof! Did Dry Docks here catch Walkie Bug right?
cannot tell skull from city parts, and he says gobbies look strange. My apologies. I did not mean to be rude. Slowfix tells me you can make muskets. Very good muskets. Muskets are what I seek. Like this one. Walkybug wants boomstick like this one? Even Baby Gummy with Blindyfold can craft better boomstick. For Jingly Shine, Drydox will crafty build best boomstick. Gives work bond. Jingly Shine? I do not know what that is, so I do not have any. I came to offer my services in exchange for boomsticks. No Jingly Shine? So Walkybug wants boomstick as quest prize? Quest prize, so real. Very well. Collector's quarter is filled with debris. If Deft Arm wants boomsticks, Deft Arm must go and clear away. I decline. Clearing away rocks is no duty for an adventurer. Adventurers fight monsters, procure items of great worth. We can clear rocks away too. Go and pick up the damn rock now. I've had far worse requests than this, you know. Don't worry. I've had far worse requests than this. I just picked up poop. Just this stream. Is adventuring not supposed to be glorious? I thought it was supposed to be glorious. But, yeah, well, not always. But you are right, Master. I am fortunate to be given a task to perform. Clearing rocks is a worthwhile duty. Upblender, can Drydox trust you with check work? Make certain that Walkybug clears Collector's quarter with fastness. Drydox thinks Walkybug would be better off returning with Jingling Shine for boomsticks. Many, many rocks still littered Collector's quarter. Uh-oh. Right, Deft Arm. Ugh. Master has done simple tasks like these on his own. I can do it too. I can help you out. It's no use. It won't budge. And my arms are tired. Perhaps a snack will rejuvenate me. Shh. Drydox grows impatient and comes to check work. Shh. Cool. What is this stinky sweet smell? It makes Drydox's belly do whirly turns. These are Nanka eggs. Succulent and juicy they are. Would you like one? Yes, but first Drydox must remove mask. No sneaky peekers. Uh-oh. Just beyond there, a goblin with no mask. Putting it back on. Oh, you like Nanka eggs? Go! Tasty fresh! Tasty fresh! Like party in mouths with all gobby flock invited. More stink eggs! More stink eggs! Oh, so they can start trading boomsticks for Nanka eggs. Perhaps we can alter the deal. If you craft boomsticks and metalworks for the vat, I shall bring you more Nanka eggs. Mountains of Nanka eggs. What a relief that the goblins enjoy the same tastes as we. Let us return to the storyteller right away. Make the final arrangements. Oh, what a relief.
I'll start actively trading with the goblins. That's so cool. Children of the land, do you hear? Let's see how much faster this is. Stella. That was not bad. You just gotta go over the wall. Stella's getting a little insistent. She's like, time to stop streaming now. Right, that's storyteller. Stella, come on. The Deft Arm is not here. Did you not see him on the main road? Uh-oh. This bodes ill. He acts strange lately. We worry he may have strayed to heed the whispers of the One Mind. Oh no! Be wary of the Deft Arm, Hunter. Our connection to the Overmind has been sundered, but all Vath has a lingering link to the One Mind. Some have a stronger link than others. You must have seen his struggle with the whispers as we have. The One Mind's thoughts against his. It is like 100 voices humming in unison. He is overwhelmed and cannot act. To be truly freed from the threat of the One Mind, his sense of self must be powerful. Powerful enough to overcome their whispers. If he doubts his purpose, the link may grow stronger. He will forget himself and return to Lothast Nath. No! I've got to tell him. Being an adventurer encompasses many things. It's not just glory. But we cannot let that happen. He is our brother. He is Vath. The One Mind must be beckoning him towards their hive. He cannot have gone far. Great Hunter, you bring him back to his senses. Okay. Oh no, the hive mind is calling him back. No. There you are. And say I gotta go Deft Arm. Call out to my pupil. But I don't. Stella, don't step on the keyboard. Speaking of keyboards, I don't have my controller keyboard on right now, so I actually gotta painstakingly type out with my controller Deft Arm exclamation point. Deft Arm? Yes, that is who I am. The Vath Deft Arm. I am an adventurer. But what am I doing so far from the colony? I shall hurry back at once. Oh, good, we caught him in time. Poor guy.
I spoke with the storyteller. He explained what is happening to me, about why I lose my way, about why I struggle to fight the One Mind. I am sorry for staying silent, mister. I thought I could overcome this on my own. I thought that if I declared my purpose, the voices of the One Mind would vanish. Instead, they have grown louder. Oh, my mind, it is full of questions. Heavy questions. I fear many things, but I fear losing myself the most. I know. Perhaps the One Mind still calls me because my purpose is not strong enough. I must do whatever it takes to become a capable adventurer, accept more tasks on my own, reap more rewards. Then the One Mind will whisper no longer. I wish you luck. Alright, got metalworks happening. Thanks, gobbies. And they can give the armor to the Ellison who were Tailfeather. The goblins of Idleshire are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. All sorts of trade is happening. Non-mine reputation up. My reputation has become respected. Yay! Alright, so I've got all of the tribe quests to work on. Officially, all of them. All of them. Yes! So I'll work on this off stream. So we hit our goals for today, I think. I'm pretty comfortable with saying I'm good for the night. Let's see. There are a couple of you. Let's see. Oh! Let's raid Rowan, who's streaming Lethal Company. I guess our friends are playing Lethal Company. Yeah, let's just raid Rowan. Oh, thank you so much for sticking around, Del. I'll see you guys next week. So we're rating a Pleasant Possum. Thank you so much, Del. You have a good week. I was gonna say weekend, but I'm like, the weekend's ending. All right. You guys have a very good night. Good night.